the commentators for the sports, I feel like is like a lot of people's line where they're, no matter what you think, you're just like, you're pushing my buttons here.
Yeah.
It's so funny though.
Also, making chick referees, I feel like, is a dangerous move.
Why?
We already hate referees.
True.
Like,
We were all brought up by a referee.
So not only now,
That's what our moms are just chick referees. Dude.
yeah. So now it's a bad call, and a woman did it.
That's you're so right, because that is like the whole purpose of referees. Like half the time is for everyone to like take their aggression out on them.
Yeah.
Fuck you! So I remember hockey. My favorite one was all, "Ref, are you fucking pregnant? Because you just missed 2 periods."
Yeah, dude.
I was a referee, actually.
Really?
Oh, buddy, I used to get yelled at, and it was always my fault.
For hockey?
I'm the loopiest person in the world. No,
You were a
lacrosse.
referee? I've never
For
heard of
lacrosse.
Really?
Dude, I literally would pull all-nighters, show up to the lacrosse game, miss goals, and then just call it. And they'd be like, "You didn't see he was in the crease," like kind of thing. And I'd just be like, no, he wasn't. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, I remember times where parents would be yelling at me that, you didn't see that penalty? I go, "I saw it." What number?
That rules.
I was the
Did you
worst.
catch a number on that? What's the license plate on that?
I agree.
I would catch
The big
myself.
tall one, or was he the little? Describe him.
Yeah, which one did you think it was? Just to see if you're thinking I'm yelling at the parents. Dude, parents were ready to jump down and fight me. I was so bad at refereeing.
Dude, I would never be able to be a referee. I would be so... I'm too emotional.
You'd be yelling back.
I would also just decide...
You're jumping into the stands?
No, I wouldn't fight the parents, but there'd be kids who I just didn't like the way they played, and I would...
Give them a little something.
I'd make them suffer.
Tee 'em up right away.
Yeah, I'd be hitting them with the
straight up.
business, yeah.
2 for reffing. Why didn't touch anyone? 2 for on sports. You want to keep it going?
Keep running your mouth, kid. I didn't say
yeah.
it.
I got all day.
Get a hold of your team here. Yeah.
It's not even the sport where you have flags.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this ain't soccer. I'm not going to run out of cards. Keep talking, wise ass.
Dude, I remember like running down the field and it was the box, because it was like in the hockey arena, lacrosse, right? And I legitimately remember like often like the play happening and me like catching myself like thinking about like some shit at school or like my band or whatever, and then like kind of coming to in the plays at the other end and just being like, just like having to play it cool, like
Kramer.
dude. That happened to me like I was maybe the worst referee in history of refereeing.
Snapping?
Like you were trying to pretend like you're investigating some deep principle of the lacrosse rule.
Yeah.
No,
Well, I've thought about it and it wasn't a penalty. Like, that's what I was thinking about for the last 8
this
seconds.
crease is drawn wrong. That's why I was there.
I was zoned.
Meanwhile, you're just thinking about that girl's breath from last night.
Or I
She
would
must
catch
have a dead tooth.
I'll tell you what I would do.
Texting
I
me
would
back,
catch
yeah.
myself. You know how like sometimes you'll be fidgeting and you'll be like have something you don't put in your mouth and you'll accidentally like put it in your mouth or some shit.
Yeah.
Like I would catch myself like just fucking around bouncing the ball in the court. Like you could just get like the referee bouncing into the ball. Like I would just catch myself like take the ball out of my pocket like fucking around with it.
Just imagine you on the lacrosse field chewing on the flag. It's just like, what? How old is this? Is this like big?
Were these high schoolers?
No, because I was in high school,
Oh.
so I was probably reffing kids that are like 10,
10.
and
Yeah,
I
who
was
gives a
probably like
shit?
15. Yeah.
Yeah.
So some of the parents do
I
give
know.
a lot of a shit.
Yeah.
They're ready to fight you. Some of these
I
parents.
mean, you're fucking up their kids' lives. Like in their mind, they're like, yeah, you're just stunting their growth. You're the reason why they're not.
You're
gonna
ruining
win.
their kid's life.
Pro.
Well, you're as a bit
Play
of
for the
like
Toronto
hey,
Rock.
buddy, if your son plays for the top team in lacrosse in the world, like he makes as much as a fucking construction.
They're all fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're all like all the Toronto Rock. They're all like it was like a CFL similar joke, but like they'd say their stats and then their job.
Dude, if you're really good at sports and your parents put you in one that makes no money, that's like a cruel and unusual punishment.
For women especially, because women, there are a bunch of sports where you can make tons of money. And
Yeah.
then there's a bunch where there's zero money.
Yeah.
Wait, what sport?
Golf,
Tennis?
tennis.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, tennis, you make as much as the men
Yeah,
it's close.
for way less work.
Wrestling.
It is true. It's way less work. Wrestling.
Well, they only play best of 3.
Stripping. What?
They only play
I know
best of
it's
3 in
pathetic.
majors.
It's pathetic.
And they make exact same purse.
And nobody's complaining about that.
I am.
No, I know. I'm saying. I'm saying
actually what he's doing right now.
on their side. I'm
Yeah,
saying.
oh, yeah.
No one's like.
Yeah, they're not
We
like,
should
hey,
be playing just as much as the men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Your knees would give out.
But that is such a good point because the refs are going to be doing bad calls more than usual. Everyone's going to be yelling at them, and then they're going to have to be like, oh, look at this.
This
It's-
fucking bitch.
It's
Yeah,
no-
this is why you can't have him in there. Yeah.
And they'll say, like, look at all everyone's misogynist, and everyone's just like, yeah, like that's fucking. And it's
Yes.
the one time we get to do it, so
Yeah.
beat it. Yo, that would be so mad if they were like, new rule, you get kicked out immediately if you start yelling at the refs because it's a girl now. You'd be like,
Yeah.
you're proving our point of like, she's such a princess, so I can't fucking have some words with her after a bad call.
The good thing is
Imagine
they
a ref
actually-
breaking down and crying.
They actually have to go through the system. They, actually,
You guys are meanies.
they have to earn it.
Yeah.
So they go through the
Yeah,
whole.
they work
so-
their way up just like a player does.
Yeah. Unlike the other people that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You make okay money being like the top ref in the
Oh, dude.
the
Yeah.
game.
Did you see the 30 for 30 on that
Donaghy?
guy from Donahue? Yeah, they're all. So remember, they're all from Delco. It's like the hometown down from.
Okay.
And they have like 4 or 5 legendary dudes. So they would always scoop guys from Delco because it's a very sporty town.
Okay.
And people would like coach their.
Yeah, it's nepotism.
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah,
a
it
bit
was.
of that.
They said
Probably a bit of that.
Who was
too.
the one? The Rick Javi. or
Delco's a
whatever?
real ref hotbed.
Well, nepotism. They're not related.
I listened to the pod. I haven't seen the 30 for 30, but I listened to the Donahue podcast, and yeah, he was saying like there was what was it, Steve Javi or something? It was like the main guy.
Yeah, and then Jack Cannon, who was my high school basketball coach.
Really?
Yeah, he got nabbed. He was but he never got charged. But he's in that doc.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
They
but
nipped it in the bud.
those guys, until he fucked it up, he was like, yeah, I was making $400,000. I was betting on games, but not on. I wasn't shaving points.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, I was still making money because I had this mob insider that was like, I was making extra $1 million a year. So then he's like, it got out of control.
Didn't Donaghy try to say that he only made 30 grand or something?
Yeah. And in
Fuck off.
the doc they asked him.
no,
they were like,
that's how he's hiding it. Yeah.
he was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they were like, did you make more than 30 grand? And he was like, I don't know.
Yeah. No comment.
And then they
Right.
interviewed him again like later, and they were like, remember before when you said you didn't know when we asked you if you made more than 30 grand? He was like, I didn't say that. They were like,
yeah.
it's on film. They like showed it to him. He's like, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
This is like, what, dude?
He's already out. He's already
fucking
But,
mind.
like, he's
Yeah,
out
I
of
know.
jail,
Yeah.
and he's not ever going to ref. What does he even have to lose? Other than the mob coming after him, I guess.
Do you
IRS.
wonder, like, if he was hiding money prior to
sure.
his inevitable downfall? Correct.
Or he was a real degenerate gambler, and like a
Lost
proper
it all.
degenerate gambler would have nothing. They're-
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
I mean-
if you were the real deal, you'd have
Yeah.
nothing. That's so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
But
That's what I was-
they were shaving so perfectly
You'd be
that
dead.
they were,
If you were
they were
really
hitting like
into this, you'd be dead.
78%.
Yeah,
Or something like-
that. Yeah.
So that is fucking.
I mean, it's easy.
Why?
You just like get Kobe. You foul out Kobe Bryant or something.
Yeah.
Like when they're ahead 15 points or something.
Even
Yeah.
before he was doing things to impact the game itself, he would have inside information that would be.
Well, he knew all the refs' tendencies and who they. He's like he knew. I remember the podcast. They're like he knew which refs like hated certain players.
Yeah.
They just fucking hated their guts. So he's like, yeah, he refs them super hard. He hates them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's also corruption.
Yeah. But there's no way to eliminate that without robots. There's still people.
Yeah, yeah.
So like even I'm sure Major League any sport has that where you're like, yeah, I hate that guy.
Yeah, that's why NBA is tough for me to watch. I
Oh,
can't.
I love it.
I mean,
can't.
also you're a Sixers fan.
Yeah,
Sixers are
but
great.
I like. I
What are
that's
you talking about?
I like
this is
watching
a Toronto
basketball. But I don't care
conversation we're
about
gonna have
the team.
You fucking jerk off. I was over that a little bit. I just put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, what's he talking shit for?
The shot.
Canadians don't talk shit.
No,
on
I have friends who are
sports.
Sixers fans. They're like the most. They all are like, oh, it's tough being a Sixers
It's been
fan.
rough.
Yeah, it was for a long time.
It still is.
Well, since now we're gonna be good this year. Listen, dude,
No, it's
we're competing at a high level
you guys have a six
late in the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah.
What else do you fucking want? No. Teams are so good in the NBA that like it's hard to get anywhere near your Eastern Conference.
yeah, the
final.
Raptors were like that forever.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like the Eagles. People talk about the Eagles. They were so bad for 28 years, but then we also won 4 NFC championships, and like we won our division like 12 times.
Do you guys know the guy?
You
who
don't
ate
remember
the
that shit, huh?
Do you guys know who the guy is who ate the shit after they won the Super Bowl?
No, the guy eat the horse shit.
Yeah.
No.
What
That was
happened?
the
Why did you do that?
greatest-
He hooked up. A,
I think I kind of knew that person.
I didn't.
You had a friend of the shit eater?
yeah.
Dude, that was the greatest thing when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. They were like, everyone was celebrating afterwards or
I'm pretty
whatever.
sure
and
there
were
was, like-
news camera and there was like horse shit because from the police horses, and this guy was like, he just picked up some shit.
yeah. I think it was like an open mic
celebrate.
with his
What?
boyfriend or something like that. I
Oh,
think
so
it
he was looking for a moment.
I think
Yeah.
so. I think he was.
He's like, you're not the only funny one, Becky. Where's my new closer, bitch?
That would be bad if he went viral for that and he's got to do
Yeah,
like
yeah.
people are expecting just on stage everyone's like eat the shit. We paid money. You know what we came for.
All right, who's gonna shit for me? Who's gonna shit for me? I'll
Like
eat
Gallagher, that everybody's got a poncho in the front row and because they're throwing up on each other. This guy's taking a third bite of the apple.